Right, I'm not sure whether that cable's been stripped back too far or it's actually short and to make the connection. So I haven't touched it yet, I've only just took the cover off. But there is a bit shown on the brown as well. The grey's alright. But I want to take it to bits now and see what the situation is. Basically, I have to move the whole switch, disconnect that cable, take it out, take that switch and put it in the bottom there. Then take that cable out. Let's just have a quick look at that. It's not too bad. Take that cable out, pull it behind those earths, down, and then bring it back in through there to connect it into that switch. And then this one, this whole switch again, comes out, the whole unit, not just that. The whole unit comes out, and I've got to lift it up into here, put it into there, and then connect that cable into it again, which I might have to re-terminate. Well, I will have to rejig because I'm not leaving it like that. But yeah, so there's the task of the day. So the first step has been disconnect that cable, which I've just left there because that's going back in to the same compartment. Now I've got to take this cable, which was initially in this switch compartment, take it out, pull it down because it was where was it? Here, going in there. So I've had to pull it back through underneath those cables, and I'm going to re-strip it now. I've already cut there, which would be like your armour cut type of thing. I've stripped that back there. I'm going to take this off and then re-terminate the cables. I'll have to re-terminate the earth onto here as well. So that's the next step. I have showed these cables in a previous video, but I think they're mad. It's like a, I don't know, like a rubber clay type of thing. Crazy. It's good though, because you can peel it with your hands. Once you've took the PVC off, you just peel this away with your fingers. It's really, I'm kind of liking it. I'll be fed up to get back onto the SWAs next week, riving and tearing on with heavy stuff. Yeah, now just let's see if I can get it with one hand. Oh, that might be a bit of a task. Oh no, stripping lock. Oh, I need two hands now though. But yeah, I should have put the GoPro on, shouldn't I really? Never mind. Right, I've just gone to change, oh hang on. I just went to change the switch. So obviously that is a 3-pole switch, and that is a 4-pole switch. Now, if you can see the actual enclosure here, just look at that, and then look at that. They're a different size enclosure because this one doesn't contain a neutral. So there's no connection for the switch to slide into the neutral, and even the steel container around the outside is smaller. So I've just gone to put that in there, and basically the switch was hitting this neutral connection and not allowing it to sit right back in for the blades, sorry, to go into those connections there. So I've had to take it back out and redo it, and now I'm going to have to take that cable from there, cut them tie-ups, bring it down, let it sweep into there and re-terminate it, and then apparently take that pump 5000. Sounds like something off RoboCop, doesn't it? Do you want the pump 5000? B supply. Swap it with that, which dry 11, I have no idea what that is. And then dry 11, while we're on, dry 11 goes down to that switch, and then that switch, actual switch, gets mounted in there, and then that cable gets terminated into that. Yeah, this isn't complicated at all, is it? No. So if you look at the cable and the way it was bent, there's your straight line, look. That's why there was too much of the copper hanging out the back, because they'd cut it short. Well, they cut it and then bent it and bent it short. So basically I'm going to cut them all in a straight line now, like that, in the same, so they're in the same plane, and then I'm just going to re-strip them all the same length and re-terminate it, thus hiding, well, thus not having any copper sticking out the back effectively. So you can see they are in line. I can see they're in line from here. So now I'm going to strip back the L3 and L1, so the same as L2, re-terminate it, and then there should be a Scotsman's purse. Spot on. Oh God, fiddly much. Just go in. Is that right? Oh, you can't see anything because of my arm. So there we go. No copper shown. I'm going to give them a spin up now. I wonder if I've still got the right thing in it. So that's that. I don't deal with the torque settings. The test squad sort all that out. So that's that installed. I've got to redo the bottom switch now. Right, another switch to remove. So I'm just starting by taking the bolts out, which are in there, and then there's two on the other side. Got this little control unit to take off. Like that. And I've got two more bolts to loosen there. And then the whole switch comes out. So I'll try and show you that. I don't know whether I'll be able to. So what I'm having to do is use this star drive key to unloosen the bolts. Sorry, move my hand. To unloosen the bolts, and then I can get at it with a flathead screwdriver. Because, well, basically, I think those bolts were put in by the Hulk's angry big brother, because I tried to do it with a flathead screwdriver and they did not budge. Anyway, I've got them unloosened now. There we go. Try and get the driver in, which now I can unscrew quite freely. There we go. Right, let's see if this comes out. I doubt I'll be able to do this one-handed. I'd be very surprised. Let's just see if they're loose. They provide you with nice handles. Oh, that one's come. Let's try this one. No, one of the screws is still needing a bit out. That screws out of the bolts, idiot. There we go. So yeah, that whole switch comes out, and then I'm gonna transfer it somewhere else. and that's what you're left with, where the blades go into. The bolt holes pull it in, and happy days. It makes the connection at the back. I think this, oh, and then I've got to do some electronics as well, look. So I've got to take the ammeter off the front, or the reading, I suppose it reads, doesn't just read amps, does it? It reads everything else. So that's got to come off and transfer as well to the other panel. So I'm going to take that off now. A little bit fiddly. See if I can do it one-handed with my specialised fingers. There we go, look. Oh, look at me. I'd get a job big, what's his name? Job taking stuff to bits on his YouTube channel. There we go. Now I do need 2 hands for this one because I've got to push them in and push the unit out as well, so there's no chance I can do that with one hand. Here we are at the destination. This is the cable. I've got to take it underneath, so I've got to take it back so it comes through here. It's going into the bottom switch. Fortunately for me, see that switch? It's already open. That's where I took it out of. So I've moved that far. But I'll get on reinstating this now, or installing this, should I say, in there. So I'll have to lay on the side like a car mechanic. Yes, I like them noises. Right, tighten this up and then I can install the cable. Like a rave. So there's the cable installed. I just need some tie wraps to straighten things up, put a bend in that one. And then that's fit me little control panel, and then that's that done. That obviously needs to bend up to straighten it. I'll get that sorted in a minute. I'm just going to get some tie wraps, which I haven't got any of. Okay, today it's not changing the whole switch, it's just changing the cable. So again, we've got a three pole breaker, neutral's just floating about the place doing nothing, but at the bottom we've got a 4 pole breaker. So shorten the cable, disconnect there, that's that one there, disconnect the earth, shorten the cable down, pull it behind those, and then into the bottom and let it loop round, so the cableway can still be. So if I'm going to bring it like across there and round like that, so this cableway can still be used. I might even do it like that, because then I can use all of that. So I'll see what it looks like when I get it out and get it sorted. But look again. I mean, that's simple stuff, that, isn't it? That's a lot of copper sticking out the back of that. Yeah. That one's not bad. I mean, that one, look. Sounds like a 70 or something, or a 95. It's not that hard to measure, surely. Anyway, let's get on with it. So there we go. Cable transferred over. Neutral's got a place to live now. No copper showing out the backs. That's 44-year-old for. I need to get up now off the floor. Cable drops in, then it earth off and into there. They've been putting black on, so I haven't done any of them. But I think they ran out, or they didn't have smaller, whatever it was, whatever size. So they just said, yeah, put black on. So we've done that. Now I'm just changing the front again, the reading, the little metering thing, and then onto something else, which I don't know what it will be. But there we go, that's that job done. So I've come down to the see the pipe fitters. There's that, I don't know what's that, 3mm thick steel, and there's no way I could get it with my offset adjustable wrench, not a spanner. Mustn't say spanner. So I've had to borrow a set of Stilsons and give it a good swing. And that's all I've got to go. There's not a great deal to go now. Right then, so I've got the two cables in now. I did that one last night, so that one was in last night, but however, I've not dropped a clanger, but hang on, let's get some light on the subject. Look. Now, it's not through, it hasn't taken all of the PVC off, but what it has done, it's clear PVC underneath and it's blue on the top, and it's just scored it. I think what it was when it was coming through the gland and down, I think it caught on this. This is really smooth, this is quite sharp, so I think it's caught on that. So I've got to see the lads, and they're going to get me a piece of blue heat shrink so I can put it all the way around the cable, about 1 metre long. So yeah, there's that done, and then I've started on the 70mm, get that done, and then I've got to punch out a hole in this plate into that one, because that cable will not fit in that gland. And yeah, so that's that. There's the gland for it, quite sizable. And we've got in the room with me today, we've got the guys from the Philippines.
Subscribe to Jointech. Subscribe Jointech for us.
Yeah.
Philippines, subscribe Jointech.
How do you say it in Filipino?
Mabuhay. Mabuhay.
Mabuhay. That's subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe nyo ang YouTube channel ni Jointech.
Jointech cabling, yeah.
Maging matatag. Perfect. Jointech.
Yes, boys. I like it. I like it. The lads are doing all of the small power, making a good job of it by the looks of things.
Yeah.
They've got some real good stuff. We've been following around in the rooms doing the big stuff, and they do all the small stuff. So we get round the same sort of rooms. And they're from the Philippines over here, Same as me, so, you know, grafting away, trying to get some pennies together. But yeah, anyone in the Philippines,
Subscribe.
little thumbs up, subscribe. Yeah, it'd be brilliant.
Yeah,
I think the lads have just said there's 100 million people in the Philippines, so you know, 1% of that would be nice. Right, see you in a bit. Right then, that's that finished. The 70mm in that side, which is the air supply. The 120mm for some reason in the other side. This is getting rectified on Monday because they're getting some heat shrink, which I can take all the way around. Like I said, it hasn't gone down to the copper, it's just took the colour of the plastic off. But that's that job done. And I think that's it for today. So travelling home time now. Well, there we go. We're on our way home from Belgium, Brussels. I'm just driving past a place called Willybroek. Willybroek. Yeah, that's goodbye to Belgium for a while. The next job, I'm up to North Wales. So I'm heading for Dover now. I'm coming across on the ferry because we tried to book the Euro tunnel, and for one way on a Friday it was 300 quid, or nearly 300 quid. So that got put on the back burner. So I'm coming across on the ferry. Said it'll be like Auf Wiedersehen Pet in reverse. You should stand on the back of the ferry, and how does the song go? Got nothing to lose. Won't let tomorrow be like today. That's why I'm breaking away. Ooh, breaking. But I'm not breaking away. I'm coming back. So absolute nonsense, boy. Anyway, I might do a little bit of a video on the ferry and then landing in Dover, and the travel up. I've got to go over the Dartford crossing again. Another £3 well spent through the tunnel this time, northbound. And yeah, I might do a little montage of that. But as usual, this will be it for me, unless anything mega interesting happens. But the shit, I hope it doesn't. Little thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends. And I'm hopefully, there was two brilliant fellas from the Philippines on the job in the same room as me today. And they asked if they could be in the video. And I said, yeah, no problem, boys. And they said, we'll tell all our friends in the Philippines. He said, there's 100 million people in the Philippines. If you get 1%, you have 1 million followers. I was like, oh, what? That'd be awesome. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching as usual, and I'll see you on the next one, which is North Wales. Bye bye. Well, I suppose that was relatively interesting. I've just been pulled over by customs. A bike came. I was going to video it, but I thought, no, don't tempt fate, boy. He just pulled up in front of me, said to me, like, you follow me. I said, yeah, okay. So off we went, and then we pulled into like a petrol station, and then they just said, well, where have you been? What have you been doing? And then I had a look in the back. He said to me, have you got any cigarettes? I said, I had about 4 cigarettes. I said, I've got those. He went, have you got any cash on you? I said, a little bit. He said, any over 10,000? I said, I wish. So then he had a look in the back. He said, what do you do? I said, electrician. I said, you know, he went, and like, obviously all the tools were there. So he just went, yeah, fine, get yourself away. So we're nearly at Calais now. And they were just pulling all of the wagons and stuff in. So yeah, I suppose relatively interesting. I didn't dare film any of it though, because they'd have had me. Anyway, see you in a bit. Or, the next interesting thing that could happen is you've got to drive 4 kilometres down the hard shoulder trying to look for a place to pull over because you didn't shut your door properly. Your back door when you showed the police your tools. Not my tool, the tools. So, I had to drive for 4 kilometres down the hard shoulder at about 20 miles an hour because the door was wide open. I had to shut it properly and it had blown open. Oh well, it's all an adventure I suppose, isn't it? Jesus wept. I'm getting better. I went in the wrong lane, I went in the wagon lane, so I had to turn round, oh man. Anyway, I'm at the port now, at the ferry crossing, and I'm on the 5:20, which is good because the initial booking was 10 to 7, so I'm on an earlier one. So that's good, so I'll get home earlier, hopefully. Seeing this, it's in front of me, this is pretty cool. One of them powerboat things. Like a jet boat, see the jet out the back. Pretty suave there, isn't it? Anyway, here's Dover ferry port. Oh look, there's a ferry. Might be getting on that soon.